Hey everyone, welcome to Disha's official YouTube channel. This is Ruchi presenting daily news analysis. Special Purpose Vehicle for Mission Karmayogi. Recently, a three-membered task force has been formed to help the government in bringing major bureaucratic reforms through its ambitious mission Karmayogi. The Centre has recently approved the National Program for Civil Services Capacity Building Mission Karmayogi to effect a transformational shift from rule-based training to role-based capacity development of all the civil services in the country. The program also aims to enhance citizen experience of the government services and improve the availability of the competent workforce. To effectively roll out this competency-driven mission, a special purpose vehicle, that is SPV, named Karmayogi Bharat would be set up as a not-for-profit company. It will be set up under Section 8 of the Companies Act 2013 as a 100% government-owned entity. The SPV will be responsible to deliver and manage, design, implement, enhance and manage a digital platform and infrastructure, manage and deliver competency assessment services and manage governance of the telemetry data and ensure provision of the monitoring and evaluation. About Mission Karmayogi. The reasons for the mission? At present, bureaucracy is facing challenges like rule orientation, political interference, inefficiency with promotions, and generalist and specialist conflict. To change the status quo of the civil services and bringing about the long-pending civil services reforms. Features of the scheme? Tech-aided. The capacity building will be delivered through I Got Karmayogi digital platform with content drawn from global best practices. Coverage. The scheme will cover 46 lakh central government employees at all levels and involve an outlay of Rs 510 crores over a 5-year period. Shift from roles. The program will support a transition from rules-based to roles-based human resource management, that is HRM, so that work allocations can be done by matching an official's competencies to the requirement of the post. National Maritime Heritage Complex in Lothal. The Ministry of Culture, that is MOC, and the Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, that is MOPSW, signed a Memorandum of Understanding, that is MOU, for the cooperation in the development of National Maritime Heritage Complex, that is NMHC, at Lothal in Gujarat. NMHC will be developed in Lothal region of Gujarat. It would be developed as an international tourist destination where the maritime heritage of India from ancient to modern times would be showcased. The idea is to create an edutainment, that is, education with entertainment, approach for this destination that would be of great interest for the visitors. It is going to cover an area of 400 acres with the structures such as the Heritage Theme Park, National Maritime Heritage Museum, Lighthouse Museum, Maritime Institute, eco-resorts and more. There will also be many pavilions where all coastal states in India and union territories can showcase their artifacts and maritime heritage. The unique feature of the NMHC is the recreation of the ancient Lothal city, which is one of the prominent cities of the ancient Indus Valley civilization. Antarctic Treaty. Recently, the 60th anniversary of the Antarctic Treaty was celebrated. The Antarctic Treaty remains the only example of a single treaty that governs a whole continent. It is also the foundation of rules-based international order for a continent without a permanent population. The Antarctic Treaty was signed between 12 countries in Washington on 1st of December 1957 for making the Antarctic continent a demilitarized zone to be preserved for the scientific researches only. The 12 original signatories are Argentina, Australia, Belgium, Chile, France, Japan, New Zealand, Norway, South Africa, the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, the UK and the US. It entered into the force in 1961 and since then it has been exceeded by many other nations. Antarctica is defined as all of the land and ice shelves south of 60 degrees south latitude. Currently, it has 54 parties. India became a member of this treaty in 1983. Its headquarters are in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Major provisions: promoting the freedom of scientific research. Countries can use the continent only for peaceful purposes. Prohibition of military activities, nuclear tests, and the disposal of the radioactive waste. Neutralizing territorial sovereignty. This means a limit was placed on making any new claim or enlargement of an existing claim. It will put a freeze on any disputes between claimants over their territories on the continent. G20 Labour and the Employment Ministers meeting. Recently, the Union Minister for Labour and Employment has said that India is making collective efforts to reduce gender gaps in labour force participation. He was delivering the ministerial address on Declaration and Employment Working Group Priorities at G20 Labour and Employment Ministers meeting. What is G20? It is an informal group of 19 countries and the European Union with the representatives of the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank. The G20 membership comprises a mix of the world's largest advanced and emerging economies, representing about two-thirds of the world's population, 85% of the global gross domestic product, 80% of the global investment, and over 75% of the global trade. Its members are Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, France, Germany, India, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, Republic of Korea, Mexico, Russia, Saudi Arabia, Saudi Africa, Turkey, United Kingdom, United States, and the European Union. Issues discussed. The Employment Working Group deliberated upon key issues including women employment, social security, and remote working. In 2014, G20 leaders pledged in Brisbane to reduce the gap in labour force participation rates between men and women by 25% by 2025, with the aim of bringing 100 million women into the labour market, increasing global and inclusive growth, and reducing poverty and inequality. World's first genetically modified rubber in Assam. Recently, the world's first genetically modified rubber, that is GM plant, developed by the Rubber Institute was planted in Assam. The rubber plant is the very first of its kind, developed exclusively for this region, and is expected to grow well under the climatic conditions of the mountainous northeastern region. About the GM rubber, genetic modification, that is GM technology, allows the transfer of genes for specific traits between species using laboratory techniques. The GM rubber has additional copies of the gene MnSOD or manganese containing superoxide dismutase inserted in the plant, which is expected to tide over the severe cold conditions during winter in the northeast. The MnSOD gene has the ability to protect plants from the adverse effects of the severe environmental stresses such as cold and drought. Thank you.